These fighters thought that Terence Crawford would be easy work in the ring.
You need to knock him out. You can go for the knockout. Yeah, I will go for a moto.
After intense training ahead of their fight with one of the pound-for-pound best boxers in the world. They turned out to be some of the toughest fights in Terence Crawford's professional boxing career.
Kavaliauskas comes forward, and Bud Crawford was hurt.
He caught me off guard coming in with my hands down, being cocky. One side of my body got stiff, so it was just like boom, it shocked me.
On June 28, 2014, Terence Crawford stepped in the ring with Gamboa to defend his title for the first time. Gamboa had a strong game plan going into the fight, and he hoped to apply pressure on Terence from the very beginning of the fight.
The game plan is simply be on the offense, jump on him from the start, attack, and develop the fight from there. But definitely take the initiative and attack him first.
Terence was confident in his own abilities, though, and he made sure that the whole world knew it before stepping in the ring with the Mean Machine Gamboa.
I could assure you, this time, I trained it probably the hardest. I'm just ready for whatever he brings to the table.
Earlier in the fight, it looked as though Gamboa might have the advantage as he controlled the pace and distance of the fight from the very beginning.
The two fighters so far, if I had to guess, I'd say that Crawford has landed more blows than has Gamboa. But as Larry said, and I expect soon he's going to have to take some risks. In spite of the crowd and the reaction that Crawford has, he's perfectly comfortable in doing exactly what he's doing.
Crawford's so calm all week long, such a calm demeanor, and I don't think this crowd will get to him in that sense. I think he'll be very under control all night long, doing exactly what he needs to do.
Good right hand on the inside.
See if anything changes. There's the jab immediately in the face of Gamboa.
A lot of the questions early was how if Gamboa was going to have any ring rust.
But at this distance, Crawford can outbox him all night like this.
His team speaking somewhat candidly, but it was a little tough for him making 135 this time around, Colonel.
Well, at least the promoter wanting him to go to 140. But all of that's academic right now. And a little rough on the inside there. Both have 16 knockouts. Gamboa looks like he's going to put the pedal to the pedal in this round.
The picture changes. Good right hand on the inside, but didn't hurt Gamboa.
Crawford elects to go for southpaw for a couple of seconds, and he gets whacked. Closing seconds of the third round. They exchange shots, but I think Gamboa got the better of it. Have gone in favor of Gamboa. They have on our score sheets, but we're unofficial. Chops him with the right hand, fighting in the southpaw stance.
Well, he's not switching. He's just fighting left-handed now.
This is the left hand got through, but did it shake Gamboa? Gamboa's on the assault, putting pressure still.
And that was a question, too, coming into the fight, Larry, was Gamboa's chin.
Two undefeated fighters.
It wasn't until round 5 that Terence really found his rhythm and dropped Gamboa with a clean right to the head.
Right hand hook by Crawford.
I remember Terence said when he fights as a southpaw, he feels like he has more power with his left, but he's not landing many lefts. He's not touching him when he's jabbing as a southpaw, as this kid Gamboa is very quick on his feet and with his hands.
Oh, he hurt him with the right hand.
Yeah, he staggered and dropped him with the left hand. He hurt him with the right, then the left hand dropped him. Here's Gamboa now. And he's nailed with that left hand and dropped. You're right, Larry. He was getting brave, and he was out of position. And the rest of this round, he's fighting on instinct.
Gamboa got a little too reckless.
Well, you said he was going to have to at some stage, and he's real reckless now, but his legs aren't there. Terence touches him up with a pretty good jab, whacks him with the left hand, downstairs, loads up with the right hand.
Gamboa is fighting back valiantly.
He is hurt, trying to hang on. Terence imposing his will on Gamboa right now. Gamboa is staggering. Slides to his right, nail with another right hand. He's ready to go again, but we're out of time in the 5th round. Nails him again. He's back on his heels.
Took some heavy shots at the end of that round, so let's see.
Evens out the fight, I think, on our cards, right, Colonel, at 47 all.
Yeah, at the very least. But that's the least important thing right now. The thing is, can he continue the pace? He's fighting as a right-handed fighter now.
Whether he can weather this kid or not, he is showing us that he's got some.
He got cracked by a good.
You don't get to be as good as him.
Almost 2 minutes into this 6th round.
Very flat-footed. I was just going to say that, Colonel. Still looking a little shaky as he kind of walks forward with heavy feet.
Closing seconds now. This is the 6th round.
Ref says fight on.
I mean, we describe his trunks are a bathing suit right now. They're dripping that much, folks. Gamboa's legs are totally back, so whatever they've done in the corner, he's revived. And as I say that, he gets whacked.
Well, as you pointed out, Colonel, he's been looking down, and when he looked down, Crawford popped him.
Very slippery, yeah.
All those punches that Gamboa threw and nothing really touched Crawford.
Compared to the early rounds, Gamboa looks like he's going through motions now. Not. Now we see the advantage of the taller guy.
Gino Rodriguez says, hey, get that corner cleaned up.
In round 9, the fight came to a finish after Gamboa landed a strike that rocked Terence. And Terence answered later in the round with a right uppercut that made the ref put a stop to the fight.
Something happened and making something happen. I don't know if there's a if there's necessarily going to be a hometown advantage, but there shouldn't be a hometown disadvantage, and he'll get credit for everything he does at the very least.
Oh, here's Gamboa in the process of landing some shots. Now, he dropped him, hit him with the right hand, then the left hand, and the knee went down. Take a look at this knockdown. Now you see who's on the assault, not really landing many blows, and then bang, right across the jaw, left hand, and a solid right hand. And it dropped him down to the canvas. So Gamboa has been down twice in the fight now, but that changes the whole complexion of the fight right now, because Gamboa is still on his feet. There's not a lot of time left in this 8th round. There he is again, and he got hurt again. As Gamboa was throwing his shoe-shine punches, Crawford blasted him one more time. Just got himself in position to make that call because he was kind of behind. Gino Rodriguez being the official that was able to call that immediately when that foot hit the canvas. Well, he's got to throw all caution to the wind. If he gets stopped, he gets stopped, but he can't win in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. Actually, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Right hand landed, and now Crawford's gone back to conventional. He lands an uppercut.
Solid uppercut.
I'm not sure what happened either, but when he went back to the corner after the last round, he looked a little tired to me.
And it's my belief that he hurt Terence Crawford at some stage in this 9th round. Hey, Crawford cranked him again and straightened out the right leg of Gamboa. He drops him again. That's a hard knockdown that time with the left hook.
To be a real champion.
Remember, there were stages in that round where I thought that he might have been hurt, and he drops him with a vicious left hook. He still has time to finish him off. 22 seconds, he's back at him. Gamboa is totally out on his feet. Can Crawford catch him one more time? There's no quit in Gamboa. He keeps battling, falling forward. Uppercut, drops him again. It's all over. Terence Crawford has stopped Yuriorkis Gamboa to defend his title in his hometown.
Never before defeated, obviously never knocked out. One of the most celebrated amateurs of his time.
Terence has admitted that this was one of his toughest fights to date. But this next fight was even more epic. On December 14th, 2019 at Madison Square Garden, Terence Crawford stepped into the ring with Egidijus Kavaliauskas.
A lot of people here take credit away from him because of who he's going up against, but you know, he's a good fighter in a heavy amateur background. And I can't take him lightly.
While Terence was taking Egidijus fairly seriously, Egidijus was looking to go in for the kill when he jumped in the ring with the champion.
One punch can change all Crawford's game plan, so any game plan he will have for me, I would gonna just go for a knockout.
It was clear that Egidijus planned to win, but he still respected his opponent and his accomplishments.
I respect Crawford like a best fighter in the world right now. He's pound for pound, so he's a champion. But I want to be a champion too.
After training rigorously, Egidijus looked ready to take on Terence in the ring. In the beginning of the fight, Egidijus managed to land some hits and almost dropped Terence, but the ref deemed it a slip. Either way, Terence played it cautiously in the first few rounds.
That's exactly what he's doing, and he just took the jab downstairs on Crawford. You rarely ever see guys go to Crawford's body.
Terence Crawford has educated feet, trained feet. Kavaliauskas doesn't. He likes to be still. They're not very quick. He doesn't really have a lot of creativity down low.
Doubling up that jab is Crawford. He will range find a bit. By the way, long arms and always can maximize his range on that frame. Doesn't have the wear and tear and the miles on the odometer or been through what Khan had been through prior to that point.
And that's why Crawford started fast in that fight, because the scouting report on Amir Khan was that he couldn't take a shot.
See Crawford masterful with that range, isn't he?
I like the patience of Kavaliauskas. He's not rushing in there. He doesn't want to get countered. You know, he's taking his time, trying to get Terence Crawford comfortable.
I like the patience of Kavaliauskas as well, too. Even though his feet aren't fast, he understands his range and where he needs to be. He's landing some good jabs, and he's in this fight, and he's thinking just like Crawford's thinking.
I don't know if that's a good thing, because you don't want a sharpshooter like Crawford to be sitting back thinking. You know, he should. Ooh,
good exchange
right
that time. Right hand came in.
He needs to shorten those shots up if he wants to step inside.
So best work we've seen so far in the early goings goes to the challenger from Lithuania.
Watch your speed, watch your speed.
That's how he did it in the second round as well with the right hand.
Pulling back with his hands down.
And now Crawford looks to exchange and pop a right hand. And now Crawford goes to the body. And look at the action we have here in round 3 as Kavaliauskas, another exchange.
Over the next few rounds, Crawford found his pace and strength again and started applying pressure on Egidijus. And he even managed to drop him in the 7th round.
Kavaliauskas, but still, now in back-to-back rounds, good work with the right hand for the upset-minded title challenger, and the power punches through 3 rounds. Kavaliauskas is landing 42% as they exchange here, and Crawford's landing 30%. He had a 19-10 power connect edge through 3. Let's check in with Bernardo.
Terence was not hurt. He's good. He recovered well. I didn't think it was a knockdown. All he needs to do is keep his hands up and not get caught in those exchanges.
That's the report from the corner of Crawford. There was another right hand moments ago from Kavaliauskas. Remember, he's in that southpaw stance, and the right hand is the southpaw killer. That's
right.
what does damage against southpaws. Perhaps Terence should go back orthodox.
We talked about that earlier, Joe Tess. I'm not sure why he's been standing in front of Kavaliauskas all night long. I anticipated, and I think Kavaliauskas anticipated Crawford moving, boxing, and then trying to come to him mid to late in the fight. I think Crawford's doing a little bit too much too soon.
Crawford right now is picking up the tempo on
He sure is. He's willing to trade. Look at this.
Go hold behind the head. Don't do that.
These right hands have now brought out the fight in Crawford. They are exchanging in the middle of the ring.
I don't like the 50-50 exchanges, especially with a guy like Kavaliauskas who has his feet planted and he's getting that big right hand off and he's landing it.
50-50 exchanges when you're this level of world champion. They give the underdog a great chance. Sweeping body shot from Bud Crawford. This crowd is loving this title fight already. The unexpected drama thanks to the right hands of Kavaliauskas. Crawford was looking to time that left hand. That the upset-minded challenger has come out red hot. Kavaliauskas has landed a couple big right hands, and now you can hear the buzz. People wondering, how will this play out? Bud Crawford, who is used to dominating the competition, has a guy coming to him now. And Andre Ward's scorecard has it 2 rounds apiece. Bud takes the first round, likely takes the last, but the second and third round when Kavaliauskas landed flush with the right hands. In the last 2 rounds, Kavaliauskas is enjoying a 37-24 edge in punches landed. There are the power punches where he has a 31-21 connect advantage.
I don't like this game plan right now from Crawford. He's fighting fire with fire. He's getting hit with shots he shouldn't be getting hit with this early in the fight. Kavaliauskas has only been 10 rounds 2 times, never been 12.
Slow down the stronger fighter.
If you're Kavaliauskas, keep doing what you're doing.
Kavaliauskas just got to let his hands go, Dre. That's all he got to do. Every time Crawford gets close, he needs to just let those bombs go. He's hurt right now. Kavaliauskas is hurt with that shot.
And Bud senses it here. A minute to go in round 5.
Crawford just sniffed something out. He sniffed them out. He knows that he don't like the pressure.
And let me tell you something. Crawford doesn't mind this at all.
But he got to be careful.
Combination comes in from Crawford. He has taken control here in this 5th round.
And why doesn't New York use instant replay? I thought what happened earlier was a knockdown. First time I recall Crawford being hurt since 2014 in Gamboa.
It was absolutely a knockdown, clearly a knockdown.
Now, you would know his psyche as well as anybody's, Ray. It was an excellent visit you had with him recently. I know he's got great respect for everything you've done in your career.
Nice change up from Terence Crawford. Led with the straight left and came with a nice little right hand jab. Beautiful combination. Crawford got to be careful. Every time he shoots a shot,
let him go. Stop.
Kavaliauskas is answering.
Really impressed with the timing of Kavaliauskas.
Yes.
I am too. That has been why he's had his moments of success tonight. Coming to the halfway point of now this greatly intriguing welterweight championship fight. Terence Bud Crawford, 35-0 with 26 knockouts against the Mean Machine, Kavaliauskas, who was coming off of a mediocre performance after rising up the rankings and then becomes the #1 challenger, unbeaten himself, big underdog, and yet he has fought about as good a fight as he can fight to this point. Bernardo is in the corner of Terence Crawford with Brian McIntyre.
I'm looking for him so he can get more rhythm, so he can be a little bit more dangerous. Right now, he don't got no rhythm, but it looked like he might be coming into it now. I think he liked this competition.
What about turning to the south, from the southpaw to the orthodox stance?
Once he feel it, he'll go to it.
You're not asking him for it?
No, once he feel it, he'll go to it.
Thank you very much, Bo Mack.
Does that surprise you that the trainer is saying it's on the fighter?
It is on the fighter, Joe, because I think they're telling Terence the right things. They had a game plan, and I'm not sure this was the game plan, but sometimes as a fighter, you're stubborn. You can't explain it. It just happens. You don't want to move. You don't want to box. You just want to compete and fight, and that's what Crawford's doing.
No, it's fun to watch, that's for sure.
Crawford's having success when he's marching forward and punishing Kavaliauskas to the body.
And again, I'm not sure from Kavaliauskas if I do anything different.
Look at that. Look at that. That's what you got to do right there.
There's a left uppercut from Crawford. He steps right into that kitchen.
He's smelling it now. He's orthodox now. He smells the knockout.
And now, as a righty, Crawford comes in. There's a three-punch combination from the champ. Oh, and Kavaliauskas comes back and lands a combination of his own. And Crawford just nails him. Kavaliauskas goes down. You want to fight? Here comes Bud.
One of the best finishers in the boxing.
Looking for the uppercut, straight right hand. Oh, he's got Kavaliauskas hurt here. Looking to finish him here in the final seconds of round 7. Kavaliauskas willing to trade. My, oh my, is that good stuff.
By round 9, Crawford had really found his rhythm, and after knocking Agitajas down twice with an uppercut and hook, the ref put a stop to the fight with Terence winning by TKO.
And you heard Brian McIntyre, a.k.a. Bo Mack, his longtime mentor and trainer, say to him, are you comfortable staying right-handed? The answer is yes, and that is how he did damage in that 7th round. Good work doubling up the left hand from Kavaliauskas. Bud did have the right arm pinned, trying to block most of that with the elbow. Kavaliauskas willing to work on the inside.
I think that's a ploy from Crawford. He just wants to get Kavaliauskas opening up. Crawford is looking right now for that opening, and he's going to explode here in just a few seconds.
Well, you can see him ready to snap with that jab. There's that right hand that Bud wants to land.
Yeah, but if Bud starts at the body, the head will be open.
He just did. He had a sweeping left hand to the body and then came upstairs.
Every time Bud Crawford goes down to the body, when he starts to the body, it sets up the head shot. Nice right hand.
And now Kavaliauskas right in the kitchen with a combination, including the left hand. Double right uppercut from Crawford.
Starting with that body work.
Crawford brought Kavaliauskas right to him, sat inside. Kavaliauskas got lazy with his chin on the platter.
Responding to what happened in the 2nd and 3rd round from the title challenger. He smiles and shakes it off and then goes with a 4-punch combination.
He needs to get those shots down to the body to bring the hands down to Kavaliauskas.
And now back to that southpaw stance where he splits the guard with a left hand.
Kavaliauskas got to let that right hand go. As soon as Terence Crawford gets close, he needs to throw a right hand, a looping right hand. He needs to throw a shot at Crawford to back him up off of him.
He's throwing, he just ain't backing him up.
Crawford very comfortable standing right in front, punching between punches as Kavaliauskas drives him straight back and ties up. And that'll get him through round number 8. The last 2 rounds, Crawford has a 50-38 edge in punches landed. Round number 9.
Crawford took that last round off, and
he's got a rhythm to him right now.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, a lunging left hand that backs up Kavaliauskas. Then an uppercut, an absolutely brilliant uppercut.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Terence Crawford made up his mind, and I'm gonna stop you for hurting me, and I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to get that done, whether I'm in a southpaw stance or the right hand stance. And Kavaliauskas felt every bit of Terence Crawford tonight, and he realized that his levels to the game, and this dude has an intensity that's different than most.
And here's the end of the fight. Terence Crawford again attacking with that looping left hand. It was available for him earlier. And here it is again. Nice little uppercut. Coming around. Down goes Kavaliauskas.
Remember, he is one of the best closers in the business. Let's watch how he does it here. One punch, that's it. Bud Crawford, title defense.
Got to get that last punch. Beautiful right hook right here.
Yeah, that hurt.
Right on the ear.
That hurt.
And down goes Kavaliauskas, and that was the end of the fight right there.
I thought I'd entertain y'all for a little bit, you know. He's a strong fighter. He's durable. And I thought I'd give you the crowd something to cheer for and be excited about.
Like, really good IQ. I like you. He's in the ring. He's with IQ, and he picks you up one like a hook. Like, even like if you're saying like, will like first, second, third round, you think like, oh, you didn't good. The third round, he can come.
While these are some of Terence's toughest opponents to date, his resume is extensive. So if you have your own pick for his toughest fight, comment it down below and like and subscribe for more. Goodbye.